What's up, guys? Just a little update on the Blazer. Went and got some parts for it. I took the doghouse off last time, and I found out that most of my fenders were really rusty and bad. So I went on a little shopping spree for the Blazer. I still got other stuff to buy, and panels, body panels, but I got a bunch of stuff I need to sell too. So if anybody's interested after this, just message me. But so let's turn this camera around here. Here's the fenders I took off. Dent there, hole there. I was going to use these because most of the time you see it rusted out there, but these are pretty rough. These make good sewing a good patch panel, and these inner fenders were completely rusted out too. I still got to try to get the bolts out of all these and swap them over to the other fenders and my hinges, and I might sell that antenna on eBay. I was going to keep it. I might still keep it. I don't know. My other fenders don't have a hole for that on those fenders. And neither do any of these. It's kind of weird. Special fender, I guess. But these are the ones that I bought. And I bought them in a set because the lady, she wouldn't just sell me a set. She had 2 sets and a spare and an extra one of these for $250 for all of them. So I tried to buy a set for $150 and let her sell the other set and extra fender for the rest of the amount, the extra 100 she wanted. She wouldn't do it, so I bought the whole set. Now I'm going to sell those for scrap prices, whatever they want to offer me. This one's pretty good, except for this boo-boo here. Someone's already pulled it back out. But honestly, I'm still thinking about using this one because it's just got that little bitty thing there I can fix, and then the inside is just about perfect. I just don't know. I'm thinking about it. The outside of this one's pretty good, except for that little tiny corner at the bottom. The rest of it looks good. A couple little scratches, no major dings. The inside's a little rougher though, down at the bottom. The inside of that one's pretty good. But again, at the little edge of the corner is slightly a little bit of rust. But the outside is pretty good. So if you got rusty outsides and don't mind doing a little bit of work for them, I got a set and a half of fenders there. And then I picked these up, inside fenders, for $50 for the set. They got a little rust, but what I got out of those over there, I'm just going to cut and weld back in there, fix that. Same with this one. Little rust there, cut out the old fender, weld it up, paint it. These are going to save me some money. A little bit of shit going on there, but we can clean that. I ain't worried about that. These are going to get rhino lined before I put them back in, so we'll get all cleaned up and rhino lined. So $50 for a set, and they're $50 new for one, or maybe more. These are stock fenders. So you see the inside a little bit there, but not mad at it. So I got those, and then I got these fenders I'm keeping over here. The set I'm keeping because they're white, and they're gonna kind of match the truck a little bit until I get it all painted. But it's mostly good. But when you look on the inside, a little bit. I mean, it ain't terrible. It's pretty good. This one's the good one, I think. This one has a little bit. This one's pretty good on the outside. But it's got, one of them had a little pocket somewhere. I guess I was wrong. Oh no, yeah, this is the set I'm keeping. So this is the set I'm keeping. And getting rid of the old set I have. And then the old set, the better new set, and the decent black fender over there. And then I got, here's the other old fender over there. It's garbage completely. No one can use that for nothing. Scrap. That tank's full of rust. It might be cleanable, but I bought a new tank. We'll go check that out in a second. I bought a new sending unit. And then I bought these 2 bumpers here for a set. And I got them for $90 for the set. And I didn't even want the bumpers. I want the bumper horns. These are going for $125 on Marketplace right now, just for these. So I bought these for 90 bucks, and these bumpers are gonna be for sale. They're decent. They got a couple bobos in them. Right there's a little bobo. Right here's a little bobo. But if you're missing a bumper, overall, that's a clean bumper. And then this one, it's got a couple bobos where I guess they couldn't get the nuts off. They kind of got a couple places there a little bit. And it's got this little ding right here, but it's the only ding I've seen in that as far as that, in this. It's a rear bumper. No, I might take this plate off because they bent mine on that one. This bumper might actually, my bumper has a little crinkle right here barely. But actually this one's got a little bobo there too. So it's got looks like they hook a hook there. And that might be where they hooked the hook there. Pulling the truck out of somewhere probably. So I got these for 90 bucks. I'm gonna turn around and flip these. I'm gonna try to make my money back off those other fenders. We'll see. I sourced a hood. I'm gonna pick up a hood Monday for 100 bucks, and it's clean. And then I guess I can sell this door. This door went with it. It's got a little dimple there. Might be able to pop it back out. A little dimple. I don't know. I might use this one. Corner's bent a little bit. Bending a little bit. It's okay. This one's okay. Let's see if I can pop this in now. Oh, it's pretty good. It's smashed in there, but so I might be selling this door. I don't know if you guys can see that wallop right there, and it looks like there's a little indent right there. But then this door is the door I was wanting to try to keep, but it's got a big bobo. I don't know if I could pop that out. It's pretty good creased. So I guess I'm looking for a driver door, and then see what else did I do. Oh, I picked up another dash like this for 20 bucks. It's a little rusty, but I thought I broke this piece, but it turns out, well, it's slightly broken, but it's not really broken. So I thought I broke that piece and needed a new one, but they're all the same, I guess. So I got an extra dash. These things, for the replacement aftermarket ones they're selling, are $1,000. It's crazy to me, but so that one's, the numbers are a little rusty, but so are the numbers in there. So I don't know if there's a way to clean up the rust, or just maybe I'll just buy new gauges to insert in there. But it seems like all these outside ones are always good. I like to see if this clock works in here. It don't seem like that little dial spinning. Pull it out. And a little second hand's broke off. Maybe we can buy a replacement and fix it. And again, I've also heard of people buying tack gauge out of a 70s, I think, throwing that tack gauge in there, and then putting their fuel gauge over here. So that'd be kind of cool too. Maybe we might do something like that. So, look, you can see why I not using this cab. I got all this off, and then I had to cut this thing was already smashed because my lower bumper spacer, it was smashed because they pushed on the hood and they pushed on the bottom edge of the thing there. So I had to saw that off. And then my core support needs a little work. It's got a little spot there, but a little spot here where the bolt broke loose. So, but I think I can just weld that shit together and it'll be fine. I guess I gotta cut that piece, cut that off still. A little bobo-y. Overall, it's still solid. It's not perfect, but I don't know. I might see how much the core support is. But just for that little bitty corner, I'm not too worried. My father-in-law rebuilt his truck and he had some rust, and he went with it and left his panels in there, and it's still okay today. I really need to take some time and clean up all my shop. I was going to get my tires mounted and balanced today, but I decided not to do that because I was going to go to Tire Discounters and I forgot to get a quote before I called them. So I didn't want to go over there and end up spending $200 because there's a place in town will mount them 25 a piece. There's another place will do it for 35. I was going to take it to the place for 35 because they're known for doing a good job. The other place for 25 is too, but last time I took my 2004 there and they changed my tires, they broke my wheel sensor, or they stole it. I'm not sure which one, but after I got it back, my wheel sensors didn't work on it. So I'm pretty sure they sniped them one or something, or they broke it. Here's my bumper valence. I could have bought used one. There's a set of 3 used ones for sale, $60 each. This was $60 new, so I just bought the new one. Why buy dented up, scratched up old ones when you can buy a new one for the same price? Now, new doors are $250 for a set of new doors, but our new fenders, I could have bought a set of those, but then I'm trying to make my money back. Okay, the gas tank is in this box. We're just doing a little shopping list here. Here's the other gauge cluster I got for 20 bucks. A little rough, but I think I can take this cover off, move the gauges out, sand it down, paint it, clean the cover up, and then I might be able to sell this. I'm kind of collecting, I might end up keeping parts just to, hey buddy. This is Leo. In case I get another square body, I might need that. I don't know. Get down, bud. This is out of a 77 though. AI says that the plug might not work or something, but I'm not too worried about that because people still need them. It was out of a Blazer though. So. And then I picked up a universal fuel or overflow tank because mine is dry rotted. We've got Amazon boxes everywhere. Spectre fuel pickup lines. Going a cheap route. Instead of buying the $80 fuel line kit that's just plug and play, I'll just do it myself for 40 bucks. It's probably more headache, but I just want solid lines all the way to the front. I don't want unions everywhere. And then I bought brake lines that are PVC coated. This one was supposed to be, but I'm not so sure it is. It's dark, but it's supposed to be this. It's supposed to be. I bought some lug nuts for the front hub. They're all broke off. And then I had to buy a new thermostat because the one I put in new did not open up the other day. This one I tested it in a pot of hot water and it opened immediately, so it'll be going in. Then I got an assortment of hub sockets because the first time I hooked up, it said this was the one I needed, and then I bought it for $3. It ends up not being it, but for $3, I can't beat that price. And then I bought this one, and it was supposed to be the right one. It was $7. Turns out it's for Nissan. So it's not it either. And then the last one should be it. I'm still not 100% because I haven't dug into it. So it's a 4-point. So I got all those now in case I do 4-wheel drive stuff. And then this is for Big Daddy. We ain't been back to him in a while, but it's a 4-inch elbow so I can get my intake under the hood instead of sticking over my fender and my hood won't shut. So I haven't forgot about Big Daddy. We still gotta get a back window for him. That's really all I got for now. That's all I got for now, really. I'm gonna finish taking off these bumper horns. I might throw that dented door up for sale for whatever. And then the other dented door for sale. I got a good passenger one, so I guess the last thing I need to find is another door. And I got Monday, I got a new grill set coming, front grill set for headlight bezels and the grill. It doesn't have the Chevy bow tie, but for the price that Jegs wanted for the plastic in the grill, And the bow tie was $175, $160, something like that. Maybe $150. I just bought this and it was like $65 or $85 or something. So not a bad deal. So I'm gonna take these off. I'm gonna post these bumpers and post that door over there and maybe the other driver door. No, I'm not gonna post the other driver door until I get the guts out of it. Until I get a replacement door with the guts. But taking these off, these are gonna go on the truck. I almost cut this one off. So you guys take it easy, like, comment, subscribe. If you see anything you like, let me know. We can figure out shipping or whatever, but I'm probably gonna try to sell them local because it'll be best. Alright, take it easy guys.